Got it. Whoa. Whoa. This is minifigure illusion reporting from somewhere on brick ship Earth. And let's see, hold on. Make sure, oh, we're all good. We are all good. We are all good here on brick ship Earth. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Let me refresh this so I can get the an illusion twing. Why aren't we getting a channel up and running here? Wait, hold on. Boom, boom, videos live. There we are. Let me refresh that. Gunler, dude. Brick and lizard, dude. Oh, we're going full. We got lizard and tinfoil hat night tonight. It's the lizard and tinfoil hat build. What's going on, Grateful Ed? How you doing out there? Oh, looks like our quality's way up, right? Ooh, the Great Pyramid is in the house. We got to pop the top here. I don't know what it is about this stuff, the bubbly. It's just sparkling water, but darn, it's good. It's good. So, yeah, we're here. Look at that. Look at that Great Pyramid, man. Yeah, we're doing it. So the quality looks way better. I'm gonna have to compare it to some old videos because we got the starlink hooked up. So I think I'm gonna go back to an old video to see. Let's take a look here a couple days ago. Oh, wow. Super noticeable difference. Holy smoke, man. Like, it gets good later in the video. That's interesting. I'm trying to look for the telltale signs. So I don't know. Hard to say, man. Hard to say. Quality looks pretty good, though. Yeah, looks good quality, right? How many sides does the pyramid have? It's a Mandela effect. It's a facade. It's a full facade pyramid, dude. So here it is. Look at it. Look at it. The box is pretty fantastic. It's got the vibe. No seeing eye. That's nice. So they didn't go Illuminati on us. There's the back. It's got the internal building of it and the king's tomb and all sorts of cool stuff going on. So it's a pretty good set. It's coming in at 1,476 pieces. 1,476 pieces, man. And I think it priced in pretty reasonable. This was generously sponsored by an anonymous donor. So an anonymous donor who wanted full lizard and tinfoil hat and stone structure talk. So yeah. So yeah, I'm running off of the Starlink right now. I will tell you that the Starlink has changed the reality night and day here. As much as I didn't want to join it, by just force I had to. So we're off of the bad service, dude. So a little disappointing, dude, on the shipping. A little bit of tape got through. They didn't fully protect my box, dude. I'd be super bummed if I was if I was taking this in for whatever. I did make a box opening video. So I kind of, there's a weird part where I like to just savor the box for a second, like the unopenedness of it, right? Like, because once it comes out of the box, it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? Like, there it is, dude. Like, I probably will never keep one of these on the shelf in the box. What's going on, Sean Bond? Sean Bond. But yeah, here it is. That's a good looking box. Can I say that again? Should I say that again? It's a good, it gets me fired up. Oh, here's a little schematic right there. What do we got right here? Actual size dimension. So this is the actual size of an obelisk. Antiquitech. This is actually a pretty good build for the new Starlink satellite feed, because I am watching it, and I think the only reason, if anything, it's a little blurry is my camera might be dusty, but it looks pretty darn good. I will have to say, I'm pretty fired up on the Starlink setup, dude. 100 feet of cable, 6 inches short, dude. All right, should we open this up? What do you guys think? Should we open it up? Some political gamer, what's going on? Spaghetti cats. Yeah, perfect Lego set for a lizard night. We're going full lizard, dude. Yeah, this thing's super sick, dude. I'm pretty into it. Whoa. So I'm finally cleaning up the office and making the office somewhat usable. It's been we're rounding the corner here at the Talons Out Ranch, dude. Talons Out Ranch. So let's there's a little side picture, dude. Oh, side, look, there's some sort of so should we check it out? Ooh. It just wants to fall out like the tomb. Yeah, we're 180p today. Epic. Ooh. Now for the ASMR part of the video. Number bag 8. Number bag 4. Fiber, all big bricks. All big bricks. Number bag 2. Seven, 2, and 8. Oh, look at that. Look at the, it's a file, dude. Look at that. It's like a FedEx envelope. That's kind of cool. Number 1, foam finger number 1. Finger number 1. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Something fell out of the bottom. Oh, little magic. What is this? Yes. making packaging more sustainable. We're transitioning from single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. We progress. You may find a mix of paper and plastic in our boxes. What's going on, Carooster? Hello. So I can hear the sound. Didn't this thing get put together as a tomb by slaves? Right? Isn't that the story they're telling? Isn't that the story they're telling? Dude? It's not a big giant energy machine. Are we sure it's just not a big giant energy machine? I'm kind of into how the instructions came. I will acknowledge that, like in the FedEx envelope. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Pristine. Look at that, dude. They should do that all the time. Look at that pristine instructions right there. Look at that off the factory floor. Wow, dude. Whoa, I should have gloves on for this, dude. Look at that. Look at these instructions. Just booklet available in English. Oh, wow. And then there's the opening picture. It smells a toner cartridge, dude. Dude, I'm impressed with how nice that they sent the instructions. I'm gonna send this, dude, to someone eventually. All right, let's see. Should we see what they have to say about the pyramid? Should we see what kind of propaganda LEGO is helping to promote? Is that Seth Rogen, dude? Is that Seth Rogen right there, dude? Is that Pineapple Express himself, all stony next to the pyramid? What? Oh, wow! It's got all sorts of propaganda. Let's take a read. Let's see what they're offering. Lizard, I'm gonna get lizardy. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the defining symbol of ancient Egypt and one of the most iconic architectural structures in the world. Much of the story of how or why these 2.3 million blocks of stone were brought together remains a mystery. Even after 140 years of modern archaeological excavation, it's believed to have been built as a tomb for Khufu. Oh, they're sticking to the tomb thing. Wow. It's a tomb. It's just like going to a cemetery. It's basically, I'm building a cemetery tonight. It's a tomb for Khufu, a pharaoh of the fourth dynasty. At 481 feet tall, the pyramid took 27 years to construct. Interesting, 27 years to construct, and would remain the tallest man-made structure of the world for over 3,800 years. This LEGO architecture set is a celebration of an extraordinary feat of engineering and architecture and attempts to capture a moment in time when ancient Egyptian civilization was at the pinnacle and the Great Pyramid was nearing completion. So it was a tomb for Khufu. So it was a tomb, huh? All right. Okay, let's read up about this is from the design team. Ancient Egypt has always been a fascination of mine, so having a chance to travel back and imagine the Great Pyramid as it might have been in its own time was a pleasure. It was particularly interesting to recreate both the completed pyramid and another below that is still under construction. It's an unusual feature for a LEGO architecture model to be able to show how a structure may have been built. This part of the model can also be lifted away from the main model and displayed separately if you wish. So they're going with that. It's a tomb, and the slaves built it. Going with the tombs, and the slaves built it. Oh, how was the pyramid constructed? There are many theories on how the pyramid was constructed. Remove the outer shell to see ramps, ropes, and sledges being used to move the massive stone blocks, plus a crane to lift more smaller materials. So they moved the blocks with ropes and sleds. Ropes and sleds, dude. That's how they did it. Okay. So now it gives a complete breakdown of the what the features are of the set. And what does it say about the obelisk? The obelisks were invented around 150 years after the Great Pyramid was built. One is included here to acknowledge their broader importance in ancient Egypt. The old obelisks. Interesting, dude. Outer casing. The outer shell of the pyramid was made from white limestone, polished smooth. It is believed the Great Pyramid had a capstone covered with gold to make it shine brilliantly in the sun. So let me see. They had a giant golden capstone so it shined brilliantly in the sun, not so it was a giant conductor of electricity. I actually like the coming together of this being the first Starlink live feed LEGO channel, and this inside. Let's see. The sloping corridor descends to the pyramid's interior, branches off the Queen's Chamber in the Grand Gallery. A narrow passageway at the end of the gallery gives access to the King's Chamber. Two air shafts lead away from the chambers, perhaps to allow the Pharaoh's spirit to travel to the Pharaoh's spirit to travel to the afterlife. I should say like a hillbilly. The sparrow's ferret to the travel. The sparrow's ferret to travel to the afterlife. Dude, the sparrow's ferret to travel to the afterlife. I'm calling BS. Okay, so here we are. Oh, it gives complete instructions on how to use the tool. And it looks like we will be building the base to get this started. All right, everybody. Here we are, man. I don't know what it is about that blackberry sparkling water, dude. And now for another ASMR segment of this video. Sounds like a number bag one. Yeah, mini bag. So, as you know, red is my favorite color out of the package. Look at that fantastic brick right there. I think red, but then all of a sudden I'm seeing this turquoise color. Look at this fantastic turquoise, man. I don't know, dude. This is a fantastic color out of the bag too, dude. I just kind of marvel at how nice they look. Like Lego bricks right out of the bag really do look nice. I will give them that. But I don't know, where do we begin with the lizarding? Where do we begin with the lizard aspect of all of this? How should we the molding quality is insane, dude. The fact that this brick will click to a brick that's like what, 90 years old, kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. So let's get this started. I need some of this. So I had another one. So I was up on the roof last night, so I got the Starlink box yesterday, right? And I went to check the app, and it was like, you got to scan the sky, right, with your app to look for obstructions, right? So me being me, I was up on my roof last night scanning the sky for obstructions, right? And it kept telling me there were obstructions, like, so like there's the app, like you just wave it around, right? I don't know, like it was dark, so whatever it was telling me, but it kept being like there's obstructions directly above me. It was sort of weird. I will admit that I was sort of tripping out, like that the app was telling me that directly above me there were all sorts of little obstructions. Did you think that's weird? Right? And then I was reading up on it, on the thing, and it was like, you need to like point the dish, like the dish will adjust itself, but it likes to point like generally north. And I was like, that kind of goes counterintuitive to the whole Starlink thing, but it would make total sense if we didn't live in a round ball. If you know where I'm going with that, dude. It was just sort of anomalous that the fact that kept having, like, so that it'll show like the coverage, right? It has a little 3D map, and it's blue where the signal's all clear and there's nothing obstructed, and then there's little red dots where there's something blocking the obstruction. And I would look at the thing, and it was literally like right above my head. There were all sorts of little red dots where things were obstructing the view or the ability for the signal to get through, right? And so I was sort of like, what's up there, man? Is it the lattice work that's holding up the sky? Is the thing that I'm seeing in this little thing the nuts and bolts holding the sky together? Is that what's blocking? Is that what's blocking the Truman Show? Is the nuts and bolts holding the sky together? I don't know, dude. It's all so dumb. I have to admit, like, it's not getting any less dumb. Let's see. The lizards are watching, dude. Yeah, the lizards were blocking the signal. So, yeah. that was that was kind of the vibe yesterday was, oh, look at this lime green. You don't see that color every day. A little lime green action. So yeah, like it's I will say that out of the gates, I am sort of impressed with the test video I sent you goes full lizard about the Titans built the pyramids. Yeah, I watched that thing and like I get where the dude was going, but on another level, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like just my discernment was like, nah, I don't think so, dude. It was a little too tinfoily. It wasn't lizardy enough. It was tinfoily. And I don't know if I'm down for the tinfoil, man. I'm down for the lizard, but not the tinfoil. Oh, Grateful Ed. That's interesting. Maybe the bats were flying around. Huh. That's interesting. All right. So you're saying the bats are the nuts and bolts holding the sky together? Part one is tusk leakage, but there's like 6 parts, dude. Let me see. Is that a lime green disc? I haven't seen those pieces since Lego released those Exo Force. Yeah, it's a lime green piece, dude. Look at that, dude. Yeah. It's been a while, man. Exo Force. Lab bats, yeah. They're rolling all that back, aren't they, dude? So I speaking of lab bats, so I get these emails from, so we used to go see this doctor, right? Or pediatrician, if you will, who was the dude you could go see so that you could get your paperwork to send your child to school, right? So he was the guy, super cool dude. Met him, like, how do I went in and saw him and the whole thing. And he was just like, he wasn't an anti guy. He was just like, look, dude, you should have the right to choose and all that kind of stuff, right? So the dude was super, super cool. And then 2020 happened. And the dude went off the deep end and started sending out emails to all of his patients, right? Which would be me. And so, but his emails were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like super fear porn, like the dude was a full super non-sauce kind of dude as a medical practitioner. And now all of a sudden he was like super sauce guy, right? Like super down for the sauce and fear and the whole thing. And then, so I got the email today, dude. Boy, is this dude changing his tune, trying to walk it all back, dude. Trying to walk it all back. I mean, this was one of those dudes who was sending out emails. I mean, please understand, this is like a major pediatrician. And I mean, I kept all his emails. They're war crimes as far as I'm concerned, dude. But there's war crimes in those emails. Like the emails was like that kind of stuff of like, you need to make your people eat outside and be by them, and don't do this and do that and sauce up your children and the whole thing, right? So today I got the email from him, and it was like the dude was trying to like get out of it, dude, but without showing his hand, like trying to like soft pedal, like, I was wrong, I've been wrong, and I've been making money, because he was charging like $150 a test. The dude was printing money, dude, right? So he got it. He was getting his kick. Look at this, Adam. Look at that tile right there. Look at that fresh tile. Ooh, 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 baby. Fresh lime green tile, dude. And so I was let's see, wait. Okay, so the pyramids were pre-flood, not built. Oh yeah, everyone knows they're pre-flood, dude. You can look at the if you look behind, I mean, I haven't been there, but supposedly behind the Sphinx, you can see the watermark of the flood, like all sorts of water erosion and stuff. No, dude, like there's a whole woman who does a whole thing about how the entire Nile River pyramid thing was a giant energy generating station, and the pharaohs were the circuit breakers. So like her basic theory is that she put out that like it goes to, that's why I'm big about the humans are the Tesla coils, right? That we are the Tesla coils. Is her whole thing as she goes into is that the whole pyramid Nile River Valley thing was a giant power generating station and that the pharaohs were the actual like circuits in the thing, and they would go into the pyramid and be like, because there's the hieroglyphs of them holding the big bulbs and the whole thing, and that the pharaohs were the actual like what are the things in the cars, right? Circuits. What are the things in the cars, man? The fuses. That the pharaohs were the fuses to the whole power grid, and that the whole like ritual stuff was to make sure that they were strong enough spiritually and mentally to take on the task, because in order to be the fuse for the pyramid structure, you had to like be like fearless and free of like the bondage of self, dude. So it's that weird thing. Well, electrical communication system, the whole deal, dude. So imagine if you look at the Earth, right? There is like a grid network of like the ley lines go to them and stuff too, but where there's energy spots and there's all sorts of stones. I mean, that's what the Karl Munch video is about. Is that the Earth has like meridians and spots all over it that form like a lattice around the planet, where all of these churches and stone structures and cathedrals are built, and that it's all a giant energy generating system, and that's what we're being denied the technology to. That's why. I mean, it's no different than the whole thing that we're doing with the internet right now. There's a staircase into the Sphinx. If you look at the aerial photo, they have a deck over the front of it. Why to cover the staircase that goes in? Makes no sense to have a deck on the bedrock. Well, there's all sorts of weird stuff. Supposedly underneath the Sphinx, there's like a whole substructure. It's all buried underneath the whole thing, dude. But so you get into the thing of like that, like all the like the pyramids, the old cathedrals, they were all harmonic energy generating stations, dude. Like that's the thing with the cathedrals, and they all needed water. Like, because when the Nile was up higher back in the day, before it was a desert, right? And then you get into the whole weird thing about how Oh, hold on. There's got to be a reason they are still standing after all the years when everything else from those times has been destroyed. Well, yeah, dude, they're gnarly, dude. I think they have, but that's the thing is that's why you got to check out the Karl Munch thing. When you put 0 of longitude, longitude at 0, and then you start crunching the pyramid by pi and all sorts of numbers based upon its measurements, it tells you longitude and latitudinally where all the other stone structures on the planet are, dude. All the stone structures on the planet have encoded in their building mathematics where all the other stone structures are on planets. Like it's all interconnected. See, where they've totally jacked us up is the whole thinking that like countries and like once upon a time. I mean, the Bible talks about it. Once upon a time there was a world culture, man. Tower of Babel, dude. The whole thing, dude. So what was the Tower of Babel trying to do, dude? No, the Karl Munch thing is super legit. It's mathematics. Like it's just plain, it's just that simple, dude. It's just math, dude. Yeah, it's I don't think it's that big of a so yeah, you get into this thing, right, where it's like look, we're doing it right now. Like we're doing it right now. Archaics of the Tower of Babel was not mathematically connected to anything else, and you can't figure it out. Interesting. I don't I'm more run off the intuitiveness of it all, right? Like my intuitiveness says that these white bricks are looking pretty nice right now. My intuitive nature says that we're doing it right now. And we just don't even know it yet because we've been so convinced that like everything's like, so when we were talking about like the other night, like, one of the things that they're doing is try to make science like discredited, right? The scientific method is discredited. Yeah. All the pyramids are all, like most people don't know where's the largest pyramid on the planet, dude? Most people don't know the answer to this, dude. Where is the largest pyramid on the planet? Does anyone know? I mean, I've talked about it before, but where is the largest pyramid on the planet? Because it's not where most people would think. It's the pyramid, Megan. That's not on a separate note. It is the note. China, that is correct, Gunler. So if you look at China, China has been on it. No, it's China, man. China. And let's see, wait, hold on a second. Oh. And this thing's gonna get big, isn't it? Whoa. So you get into this thing, right, where there was a network of pyramids that covered the surface of the planet once upon a time, right? See, that's the thing that's interesting. Like, yes, according to the Google search, it would be China, but then you can look over all these reports, dude, of the that it's in China, but China is actively destroying all of their pyramids, dude. Anyway, I was just doing a little bit of poking around there for a second. So anyway, getting back to the whole thing, right? All over the planet, there's these structures. And they ain't tombs, dude. They're energy generating stations. But that's not what they told me in school. I'm still going with the fact that if you read their story, right, their own historical narrative. Wait a second. They will tell you that for 1,400 years, the Catholic Church was viciously hyping the fact that the Earth was the center of the solar system, right? For 1,400 years. And that when Galileo, and again, I'm just going with the story, but the story they tell us is very revealing, right? Because the story they tell us about the Earth being the center of the solar system, right? That's whatever, who cares? For 1,400 years, that was ramrodded into the consciousness of the population of Europe by the church, which was basically the most powerful government at the time on that part of the planet. Again, you always have to take it with a grain of salt, because at the same time they do this thing, like the Chinese were busy doing their observation and astronomy too, dude. But like, so it's very interesting always to be like, you got to just filter it that way too. But anyway, if we're going to stick with the story, dude, because the story in itself reveals truths that I will argue reveal the lies. And so if once upon a time you were living on this planet, the official narrative brought forth by the most powerful entities on the planet at the time was that the Earth was the center of the universe, or the solar system, right? Now, that may or may not be true. I don't know. You can observe anything you want in this realm. But what I do know is that they were viciously controlling the narrative, to the point that Galileo, that was the interesting part when you read the thing too, is I didn't know that Galileo had to fully admit that he was wrong before the church, because he was so tired of being persecuted, and that he ended up spending the last 9 years of his life on house arrest, right? Galileo spent the last 9 years of his life on house arrest because he just couldn't deal with the nonsense anymore. Let's see. What's Adam? What are we getting at? Um, good day, Vince. Yo, tribe. Good day. Good day. America has mound builders and giant recordings across. Yeah, dude. I mean, you get into the story of the fact that, like, I mean, think about how much they ramrodded the whole like Columbus thing down our throat. And the whole time they're like, yeah, we'll leave Erickson, we'll leave Erickson, we'll leave Erickson. And then, you know, now it's pretty much accepted that the Vikings were here before Columbus, right? So it's again is they're constantly revealing their own inability to tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like my whole like childhood was like Leif Erikson. And I got a weird thing. It's all squirt until proven otherwise. I remember correctly, Galileo was massively persecuted and hated for trying to present his theories. They were not, yeah, that's the thing. He was super persecuted. And at the end, he fully submitted because he couldn't handle it anymore. And they put him under house arrest for the last like 9 years of his life. And the dude had a telescope. So look at this, dude. You can either go hieroglyphics or that printed piece. I think I'm going to go with the hieroglyphics because that definitely, if that isn't leakage, I don't know what is, dude. Dude, how about the hieroglyphics and stuff in Australia, dude? How about the giant, you know, it's just the whole thing. Someone was making a pretty interesting point. I don't know if it was Archaeology or one of those dudes was talking about how if you check out the historical records of like migrations of human beings, it absolutely, oh, look at new piece. Look at this new piece. New piece, double jumper plate. Dude, look at that, dude. Double 2x2 jumper plates. Wow. That's cool. That's a new piece. But right. But where was I going with all of this? It's this thing, right? We're at this point. I don't know. I agree with you, Andrew R. We should definitely give Jeff Bezos the stuff. For sure. I'm absolutely down with that, dude. So yeah, I mean, I don't like it's weird, like that people like are caught in this sort of weird disbelief about the narrative, right? Think about trying to like in the future, right? In the future, if we ever make it to the future, they're literally going to be like talking about how they had people convinced there were thermonuclear weapons pointed at everybody's head, right? They're gonna fully, and they're gonna be like, people actually believed it. People actually believed they had these crazy bombs, and they were gonna like blow everything up, dude. It's no different, dude. Like the whole thing is just a total like fraud, and Lego proves it, dude. By the way, I'll keep saying it is one of the things that constantly like proves the narrative of that it's all sketchy is Lego. You say, but how could Lego prove that? Because you can take these bricks that the same bricks that will make this are the same bricks that will make a spaceship, that will make a succulent garden, will make an airplane, a dolphin, a tiger. You can make anything that the human mind can think of with Legos, right? And they're just basic squares. And I think the same thing is for the whole reality. It is it's totally like reality's Lego built, man. That's why I tell you, like, I don't play with Legos because they're like, I play with them because like there's something inside of these things that is trying to show us the truth. And I know that seems wacky. And it seems wacky to me too, but I know that it's what it's trying to do, and it's trying to show us that you can build anything you want with the basic building blocks of this reality. I mean, the periodic table is like right up there with it. Like, think about the periodic table, man. I don't think people think enough about the periodic table to be perfectly like straight up about it. Like, and I still take the periodic table to be truth. I don't know any, maybe that's even crazy, dude. Like the periodic table, dude. Like, why would that? All right. Well, you got to be bringing the periodic table into this thing. Vintage sets. I've collected a couple. I have some in storage that I've sussed out of the thrift stores. But I'm sort of like, that's the one thing I'm kind of interested. Like, one of these days when it gets a little cooler, I'm going to go down to Bakersfield and go exploring thrift stores for Legos. Because, that was how this whole thing started, was old Lego sets found at thrift stores in bags full of like Legos, Let's see. What did I do? Oh, I need one of those. So no, I got some good old sets. I got that crazy tram space station that's worth like $500, dude. I got one of those out of a thrift store, dude. No, I got some stuff. I got some goods, man. But it's just trippy, dude. It's divergent patterns on this part. Like, I gotta keep track. I don't get how they make this stuff, man, between you and me. Like, I still am like, like, look at this base. Like, think about it. This base is ultimately going to be the pyramid, except that, there's that. I'm missing a piece. I didn't put something somewhere. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have an extra one of these. At least I don't think so. Two of those. Just gotta double check. Nowhere along the way did we need one. All right. I guess that's my extra piece. One of those. A nice red tile right there, dude. Those are sweet, dude. Sweet tiles. I don't know. What do we think? How long? What time is it? It's 11:30, dude. I think the water's somewhere under. Yeah, there's water under all of them, dude. That's the thing. Like when you get into like the cathedrals, all have springs and stuff under them, dude. It's all about the water, dude. You know that the water is said to be the random access memory of the world. That like all the knowledge of the world and all the history of the world is contained in water molecules. That's why they're busy like jacking up the water, dude. Dude, but apparently I got a $50 minifigure for my old bags. I bet you do, dude. Colored Legos at the bottom of the pyramid. Let's decode. Yeah, like, yeah, right? Yeah. It's pretty woke. Are we going into number bag 2? Let's see, what is number bag 2? Let me see where it stops. How crazy is number bag 2? How crazy is number? All right, we'll do number bag 2. Here we go. Another ASMR part of the thing. I mean, so it's like the weird thing, right? Like they talk about the building of the pyramids and like, how did they get the pieces so close together and all of that kind of stuff, right? I like the whole, I'm down with the whole, it's like it was like a liquid polymer type of setup that the bricks were made out were basically like liquefied and placed in place like concrete. I think that more explains it than anything, dude. I think the theories about how the pyramid was built are so stupid and ridiculous. And it's like, it makes total sense to use like sound frequencies, right? Because sound frequencies will liquefy things and lift things and move things around. Like that to me seems way more reasonable than the whole, like, oh yeah, dude, like, it was, man, I can't see. Is there a crack there? You know, like I don't know, man. I think but that how about some of that? Someone sent me a book, early YouTube, and it was all about those perfect round holes they find all around and how about Palenque, Paluki Palenque, Palenque Paluki, Paluki Palenque, dude? How about that place, dude? That place is crazy, dude. When you look at the machinery, and how about the three corners meeting in some of those like that are perfectly square, that are perfectly geometrically square. Like, come on, man. You're telling me that a bunch of slaves with chisels did this stuff? Slaves with chisels did this? No. I think our clue to the Great Pyramids is right in front of us. Some sort of like liquefied vibe. Liquefied vibe all the way, man. But you know, that might, because the whole thing of them like jerking these things around with sleds and pulleys and nonsense, dude. I've seen that one where they were talking about the water flumes and how they floated the bricks up to the top, and I've seen so many. Look, think about it. Think about this. You young people won't know what I'm talking about. But once upon a time, the dudes on Easter Islands didn't have bodies. Like the bodies on the Easter Island Maoris is relatively new. Like they told us all that it was just a bunch of heads. And now there's bodies underneath the thing. I think that I've always thought that is just some sort of reveal of just how suspect it all is. Like, oh, there's, and then they're like, oh no, wait, we just dug below the neckline. Like archaeologists didn't dig underneath it, like until like, well, how long have they gotten their Pumapunku? Pumapunku is the gnarliest, dude, of all of it, man. Pumapunku, dude, that's it. But it's like the Easter Island thing. When I was a kid, Easter Island, the dudes didn't have bodies; they were all just heads. And then they, you know, how about the Nephilim bones they found out on the Channel Islands, man? And the Smithsonian stashed them away, dude. You know, there's no shortage of it, dude. Like that's the weird part about it. Like how about the Egyptian stuff they found in the Grand Canyon, dude? No one talks about that. Those parts of the Grand Canyon you can't access are supposedly full of Egyptian ruins and trinkets and treasures, dude. So, you know, we don't know, but it leaks out. I think there's so much information out there validating the Nephilim, dude, that there's no denying it. And then again, you just look at how they handled the whole Easter Island thing of like, no, it's just heads. It's just a bunch of heads. And then, yeah, the Smithsonian, the Vatican are hiding all sorts of stuff, dude. All sorts of stuff, dude. But I don't think it's no different than our buddy Elon, right? Like, do you think this little Starlink technology is like, dude, no way did they get all that? Like, I don't believe that. I don't remember Easter Island having bodies or hats. No, in the beginning there was no bodies, dude. And then they dug down and found the bodies, dude. Here, it's like, let me see. Because that's what I mean is like, when did they discover Easter Island bodies? Let's see it. May of 2012, dude. May of 2012 was when they discovered the bodies, dude. Mud flood. May of 2012. Prior to May of 2012, the Maori and are they called the Maori? What are they called? The Moai. Think about that, dude. Think about that. They fucking, excuse me. Oops, I dropped an F-bomb there. I apologize. Prior to May of 2012, they were telling they didn't know that there was any bodies on Easter Island underneath those heads. And so you're going to sit there and tell me that these pyramids were tombs, right? But you didn't know that there were no bodies underneath the Moai and on Easter Island till 2012. That was 10 years ago, dude. 10 years ago. The hats, let me see, dude. I mean, the pictures I'm looking at, they got hats. Not the pictures I'm looking at, dude. I don't see one picture of Moai with a hat on it. Oh, yeah, here the Moai statues with hats. Men without hats, dude. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your Maori behind because your Maoris don't have bodies. And if they don't have bodies, well, they're no friends of mine. Yeah, it's what's going on, Dan Z? How you doing, my brother? Yeah, it's all super suspect. And I think that just the reason I'm bringing up the thing with the Moais having bodies is they did not until 2012 think they had bodies, and then they found bodies, and because they dug down a little deeper, dude. How weird is that? How John Levy of them to dig down a little bit and be like, oh, whoa, dude, like underneath their heads, there's bodies. Like it's, come on. Do you get how dumb it sounds? So archaeologists, for all of archaeology, have been digging in the dirt for artifacts, right? So they go to Easter Island, they discover Easter Island. Not one dude thought about digging under one of those heads. Not one archaeologist wasn't like, hey man, like, let's dig under one of these things and see what's under it. Not one. It wasn't until 2012. Come on. That story in itself is stupid. Just think about how stupid that is. That the one place in the world where archaeologists didn't dig around under the soil was Easter Island. You mean the dudes that prior to that have been robbing tombs? You know that the curse of like Tutankhamun's crazy. Like most archaeologists are grave robbers, dude. And they just have a fancy name for themselves. How about that Awash Shawandi guy who keeps the clamp down on the Egyptologist, dude? Nawaz, what's his face, you know? So like even thinking about like how stupid it is that they did not discover that the Moai had bodies until 2012. It's crazy, right? You can dance if you. We can dance. We can dance. Everybody's losing control. We can dance. I think it's you can dance and we can dance. It's the safety dance lyrics. Men without hats. We can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. You can dance if you want to. You can leave. Wow, dude. I always thought it was you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, we can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind. Huh. Wow. That's weird. That's weird, dude. Dude, don't do that to me there, Gunler, dude. You just fully leakage fried my tinfoil, dude. That was a leakage fry, dude. You Mandela leakage fried me, dude. I heard the limestone covering of the Great Pyramids had writing on it like books of Exodus and other Old Testaments that they came off the earthquake and they used the rubble to build other temples. Do you remember? You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friend behind because friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Huh. They're no friend, dude. No, you don't. That whole Mandela effect thing's too silly, dude. I can't handle it, man. I just can't handle that, dude. But what are you doing, dude? Why are you doing that, man? Why you be doing that, dude? What is going on here? What is going on here? Why is it like that? I don't quite understand, man. I don't quite understand why it would be like that, dude. It makes no sense to me, dude. That's too trippy, dude. I don't know what to make of that whole safety dance thing. That is quite extraordinary. That is quite a mind bender there. So yeah, you got me in a Mandela trance. That jacks me up, dude. Because I don't really do the Mandela stuff, dude. It's sort of round earth, flat earthy for me. It's a little too like, I don't know, man. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. But you just got me, dude. You just fully safety danced me. Coming out of a Maury fry, out of a full mushroom trip with the Moray bodies. Like, where'd the bodies come from? I don't know. We just decided to start digging, dude. Come on now. That's ridiculous, dude. That's not even a good story, man. That is not even cool. That ain't cool at all. Oh. Make me want to drink doing stuff to me like that, dude. I feel like Mandela abused, man. I got way more Mandela to make you cross-eyed, but I know you aren't them. Yeah, I can't handle it, dude. Yeah, Tom DeLonge just can't tell you anything, dude. Whatever happened to Dr. Greer, dude? Like, Dr. Greer was like hyping it all too. That dude's faded off with his little bank account. He's probably sitting on an island with Tony Robbins, like just chuckling, like how much money did you make off that, Dr. Greer? I have a scientist from the Pentagon, dude. They're gonna disclose, dude, tomorrow, dude. They're gonna disclose tomorrow, dude. That's the alien thing. It's just as dumb as they come, dude. Just as like I can't, man. I just can't. Wow, this is kind of confusing right here. I'm barely keeping up with this one. Whoa. All right. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, Tom DeLonge, dude. Yeah, there's your controlled opposition. Like, that's like the whole thing. Like that. Think about how goofy it is to trip on aliens and not trip on the stone structures surrounding the planet. Think about how weird it is to trip on aliens and not trip on Karl Munch's whole thing about, you know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that people like want to go down the alien bunny hole or even the psychedelic bunny hole and just miss how like just sit and ponder like where Palenque came from and all of that stuff, and then sit there and be like, oh, I need to take some mushrooms, dude. Like, that's ridiculous, dude. I'm not following right there. There's something underneath it. Oh, there's a brownie underneath it. No wonder. Like just the observable, like just the realm we live in is so on another level of like psychedelic, dude. Yeah. Haven't tripped on aliens since 2012, the good old days before lizarding. Yeah, totally, dude. David Icke jacked it all up, dude. That David Icke, man, he really took our lizard away, dude. He took our aliens away and gave us lizards, dude. Oh man, Mr. Icke, dude, you took our aliens away, dude. We were having so much fun with the aliens, dude. Now look at us, dude. Now we're just like, whatever, pyramids, so what, dude? Big deal. What's the big deal, dude? It's just some like tombs. It's just some caskets. It's just some giant 400-foot tall casket with a bunch of, you know, immovable rock made of immovable rocks, you know, nothing to see here. Seriously. Like, just nothing to see here. I'm doing something wrong. 6, it should have gone to there, and then that should go up 1. Okay. No, dude, like that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't need to get any more stony than the stone structures surrounding the planet, dude. 2012, I used to make all sorts of crazy videos about this kind of stuff, dude. The good old days of YouTubing before it got all weird, dude. Before it got all weird, man. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? I don't know, dude. The good old days when a nice alien conversation would just, you know. I'm like not feeling my life. I'm not feeling bricky all of a sudden. Wait a second. Where's this? Well, I've done got myself confused. I've done got myself confused. Ah, there it is. I fully Barneyed it. I knew it. Try to track it down. I was like, what is going on here, man? I'm not quite following. There we go. We're back on track now. Boom, dude. Boom, shakalaka, boom. Yeah, I like that's the weird thing, man. Your trailer bids in 2011, 2012 or something else, dude. Yeah, those were the golden days, dude. The trailer videos, that was just raw dog, dude. That was just like as good as it gets, man. Like that was what it was all about. Was just madness, like just straight like swirly effects. Now it's all like, what are we doing, man? We're just building Legos, talking about aliens and men without hats and shit, dude. Like, what's wrong with us, man? What are we doing? Is this legal? This can't be legal. This can't be legal, man. We're just hanging out, like talking about like whatever we want. Really? You can do that? You can just sit around and talk about whatever you want. I thought everything was all like censored and stuff, dude. Is that what they're telling everyone? It's all like censored. You can't talk about what you want. You'll get deleted, man. No, I'm building a pyramid, dude. I'm building Khufu's pyramid right here, right in my own house, dude. I'm building a pyramid, yo. You never need to sharpen your razors if you live in a pyramid, though, right? Like that is the beauty of a pyramid. It's you don't have to sharpen your razors, man. I find that to be like uplifting and positive and all that kind of stuff, dude. See, most people don't know that. See, if you lived in a pyramid, you would never have to spend money on razors again. You would just have always have sharp razors, dude. Like just that alone is kind of mind blowing. Just the whole sharp razor thing, dude. How about the Russian dudes who built like pyramids out of like, paper mache and like plastic bottles and stuff, and they still do all sorts of crazy things. We don't know, dude. There used to be a pyramid house when I lived up in the canyons in Malibu. There was a house that was built like a pyramid. It was a pyramid. They called it the pyramid house, because they were like super original with the name. But all right, look at these. I like these. This is a great color. This is a fantastic color. This turquoise or seafoam blue or whatever the heck it is, dude. Fantastic color, man. Big fan. Yeah, guaranteed this thing had water under it, dude. Guarantee it had water's under it. Some water under it and stuff. Some water and stuff. Yeah. Carl Munch, the code, dude. That's the stuff, man. I'm gonna go watch that again, dude. I'm gonna watch the code again for the part 2 build of this. Because like have you seen the second one? He does a second one, dude. Like he does a second code part 2 where he gets into the mound builders in North America and stuff. And the 5-sided pyramid on Mars, dude. Just like Munch gets into the 5-sided pyramid in the face on Mars too, dude. Yeah, you right, Stanley YouTube, Rick? You better believe that, dude. You better believe that all those Bass Pro knives are sharp. Sharpity, sharp. All right, there it is. Boom. Yeah, the code part 2 is just as rad. But by then the wow factor is a little bit worn off because the code 1 sort of blows your mind. And then by the time you're getting to code 2, you're like, okay, I get it, dude. Totally. But code 2 gets into Mars. That's what's rad, dude. Like he goes full lizard, dude, in code 2. Just so you know, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you'll like that, Ed. If you're into the first code 2 is red. And I think it's called code part 2. I don't know what it's called, dude, but it's out there. I'm telling you, it's out there. Oh, oops. Someone's got it somewhere, dude. I've seen it, dude. And it's all about the mound builders, which is what's kind of cool. All right, looks like we got the basic superstructure here getting built. All right. Oh, look at this, dude. Here we go. Got all these tan pieces. Oh, yeah. All right. Quick work of these tan pieces. Yeah, that Bible code stuff. I'm not going to trip you out, but when you hear the name Ed McMahon, who comes to mind? When I hear the name Ed McMahon, who comes to mind? It's Johnny Carson's sidekick and the dude who gave away the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, dude. The drunk dude. Is that correct? Yeah. You're about to mess me up, aren't you, Gunler? All right, dude. Let's have it, dude. Fry my circuitry with the Ed McMahon thing. Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse, and Johnny Carson's sidekick. But if I recall that the Publishers Clearinghouse thing is Mandela effect, if I remember correctly. It never happened. He never actually was the Publishers Clearinghouse dude or something. But I hope you got something. I hope you got more firepower than that there, Gunler. I'm trusting you here to fry my noodle, dude. Make it hurt, dude. It's the Giza pyramid, and it's coming in at 1,476 pieces, dude. Someone crunched that number, man. There must be, Lego usually has the numbers coded sometimes. What do we got, Gunler? Come on, dude. Waiting on you, dude. Got 10 of these, the shifting sand dunes. Gotta make 10 shifting sand dunes right now. Never worked for publisher because never handed checks to the door. Yeah. The Ed McMahon thing's weird, but yeah, I know, dude. It's like C3PO's leg. I don't remember it being silver either, dude. Yeah, but the Mandela effect thing is too like subjectively weird, you know? I don't get into that. And like it's that apparently there was he was a spokesman for the American Family Publishers, though. Yeah, something like that, dude. Same difference. Who knows, man? All I know is he was Johnny Carson's sidekick. That's all that really matters, dude. I went down the bunny hole of who was the dude? The comedian. He was on Taxi, dude. I went down to his bunny hole for a little bit, dude. I went down on his bunny hole, dude. for a minute, dude. What the heck was that dude's name, dude? Whatever, dude. It don't matter. It don't matter like that, man. All right, look, so we're putting some sand dunes in on the side here. It's exciting. Shifting sand dunes. They're trying to tell you, dude. They're trying to tell you sand dunes. Shifting sand dunes. Boom, boom. Yeah, Andy Kaufman, dude. That dude was up to some shenanigans, dude. The Andy Kaufman thing, dude. I was watching the whole thing with his brother and the fake death and the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty. That dude was aware of some sort of like hocus pocus Mandela effect type of weird stuff, man. No doubt about it, dude. That dude knew what was going on. He tried telling us, dude. I'm convinced there's all sorts of dudes that have been trying to tell us that, the other comedian that was before he turned into Alex Jones. Who was the dude who was the comedian before he turned into Alex Jones? What was his name? The roller coaster guy. That dude's pretty funny, dude. The freaky thing is Johnny Carson brought David Letterman a check from Ed McMahon as a joke and had it, and it said publishers on it. Really? That's kind of weird. Lots of weird stuff out there, man. It's a freak show, Gunler. Bill Hicks. Yeah, Bill Hicks, man. I mean, just call him Alex Jones, dude. Or is Alex Jones Bill Hicks, man? I don't know, dude. I just don't know. The old Alex Jones squirt, dude. It's weird. I didn't put a piece in somewhere. Huh. Uh-oh. The ramp. Yeah, look at this. The ramp. All right, man. There it is, dude. There's the base to the pyramid. We got the ramp set up. There's what? What is it, dude? I'm building a pyramid, man. Or half a pyramid, is the case may be, dude. All right, let's put this back in the case. It's all finger greased up, dude. We'll be back. We're gonna be back. I gotta watch some Carl Munch, The Code, part 1 and 2. What's the tech on the floor with the blue beam shooting out of it, dude? That's one of those card charger things, dude. The Halo Bolt. One I will say that I should do an ad for it. That is one of the best things I've ever bought, dude. And I've saved a lot of people's days with that because the Halo Volt, dude, jumpstarts any car. Like, and I've come across some people that have their hoods up, and I'm like, "You need to jump?" They're like, "Yeah." They're like, "I don't have any cables." I go, "I got a Halo, dude. You don't need to have dumb cables anymore. You just have a Halo." And it'll also service a Wi-Fi charger too. Hold on, I'll break it up. Baby. It's the Halo, dude. So basically, you just there's your chargers. You just plug it in, push the button. 3 seconds later, you can turn your car on, dude. And you can charge your phone and computer off it too in a pinch. Thing's rad. It's worth every penny, dude. This thing, everybody should have one in their car. The Halo, dude. Team Lego group doesn't mess around, dude. No, cheers. All right, thanks for hanging in, Megan. So we'll be back, everybody, and smash the like button, dude. 24 you watching, only 9 likes. How are we gonna get the algorithm to love this scene, dude? We need someone to come by who doesn't have a wrench and see what's going on, dude. I can't wait till the first random shows up here and scratches their head. And it's like, so what is this channel all about? I only got two thumbs ups out of you guys, dude. Come on, man. Come on, yo. Anyway, this is Minifigure Illusion starting, signing off. Have a beautiful night. We'll see you back here probably tomorrow, man. And I'm super fired up. This is a great set so far, dude. And yeah. Carl Munch the code, dude. Carl Munch the code, man. All right. Good night, everyone. Oh.